I watched AEW for like 2 minutes because
Yeah.
the Sox were on, the Hawks won.
Well, your
And
socks better be on.
well, why are they going to get blown off by the mystery person that debuted tonight in AEW?
AEW confirmed, dude. Zack, Ryder,
So
not
here's,
Cardona.
let me get my thoughts. Did you watch this live?
No, dude, I didn't watch it live. I was eating dinner. I
Okay.
was gonna watch the show after the fact, like tomorrow.
Okay. Because like I said, I kind of started off from the top there. There was like a million things going on. The Hawks had their first pregame or preseason game.
That
The
doesn't.
Sox were tied 0-0 going into the ninth and ended up scoring 4 runs to win the game. So it's like there was a lot going
Like
on
I
that
said,
I
my
just
theory
didn't care
of
about.
watching baseball at the 7th, 8th, 9th continues.
Well, I mean,
Currently, the Blue Jays and the Nationals are at 0-0 at the top of the 10th.
well, there you go. But I saw it on Twitter, and I watched like the clip, and I saw a lot of people, you know, with different sides complaining about this, being happy with that, and you know what? When I saw him come in, and they mentioned it was Cody's friend, and then Cody gave him a hug afterward. It's like, you know what? Cody's got just as much part of this company as the rest of the people. Obviously not Tony Khan, but um, so what if he wants to bring in his friend? And you can make the argument that it's like there's
Sense,
too
dude.
many
This is
WWE
his.
guys.
This is pretty much his like company. He's like helps run talent. He's a
Yeah,
part. He's a part. Him, the Bucks, Tony Khan, Omega. Those are like the OGs. Jericho. Like
and and for you to be like, oh man, there's too many ex WWE guys. It's like, dude, just like give it a chance. And if you're not gonna
is
give it
it
a chance, then
is it that
you're not
much
gonna
though?
like it. What?
Is it that much though? Like, okay, Jericho, obviously, but he was like he was in New Japan and when he got swiped up. Cody, obviously, he runs the company, helps run the company. That doesn't count. So we had Sean Spears.
Uh,
That's Cody's friend.
Jericho, John
Well, Jericho,
Moxley,
you can't count.
Luke Harper,
Moxley, Moxley is a good flip. Like
Luke
you can't.
Harper, the Revival,
Luke Harper. We have who else? We have
the Revival.
Revival.
By
We
the way,
have
the fact that I had that like weird thought today when I was watching like the small part that I was like the fact that they're just like FTR now, and that became a joke on being the elite, and just the run of the name like FTR. It's
yeah.
crazy. Jake Hager.
Hagar, which like you need WWE guys. It's not like they're trying to. WWE stole all the indie guys pretty much. How are you going to start a company and not take some WWE guys that left WWE? This doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense, you know?
and they're
Like
just
you're
stealing
not
them
going to
back.
find random people just bring up. They can't steal people from New Japan. New Japan signed up everybody. Can't steal people from Impact. Impact signed anyone. ROH signed everybody. They can't even get freaking Marty Skrull on and he's like the OG Elite crew. You know what I mean? Like, what do people think they're gonna spring up these brand new wrestlers that are not even wrestling right now? Indie guys are not wrestling. No one's wrestling.
And here's the thing: it's like if they're ex WWE guys, there's like a couple of reasons why they're ex WWE guys. If they are bad wrestlers, if they don't care about the business, that would be one. If they, if creative had nothing for them, which is like big thing because anybody that's been going into WWE, like they can have a good match. They are a good character. They just have to show it, and WWE has like a million people, so they're not always caring about everybody. I mean, look at what Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins did with their podcast. Do you think anybody cared about Zack Ryder host like the Woo 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 and the Z Trillion story? I mean, there were some people, but not a lot of people did. And then you give Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins a platform to show their creative abilities. And what happens? They're like two of the most popular people because of their love for wrestling figures. And now they sell a bunch of merch. People listen to their podcast. Everyone wants to know where they're going. AEW confirmed, whatever. So
Impact
like
confirmed.
it's you got to give them. Everybody has the ability to be the greatest of all time. If you're not given that chance, then you're not. How are you supposed to show you're the greatest of all time in a 2-minute squash match on like Superstars or whatever. So, like, if the people go to AEW and come from WWE and they don't do anything in like 1, 2, 3, 4 years or whatever, then yeah, you could say, well, that was pointless. Why is that guy there? But if they're going to, slowly prove that they're supposed to be here, and then by all means.
Not like
But
they're signing everybody. Not like they even signed Hawkins. They just signed Ryder.
yeah,
Not
so
like they
I
kept
mean,
the tag team or anything. I think
and,
so. What Cody and Matt Cardona are going to be a tag team, and they're going to break up and feud. Probably.
yeah, I could see that. Like down the line, like that become a thing, and then maybe Ryder will be the first one or whatever. Ryder, Cardona, which it was interesting how they like played it off because like everyone knew who it was, and then like Taz was like, oh, it's Cardona. I like that they called him by his last name first, and then JR was like, oh, it's Matt Cardona, like the friend of. So it's like I just like that better than just, oh my god, it's Matt Cardona. Like you got to kind of make it seem like we know who it is. Like we're not stupid. It's not like we don't have the internet or anything like that. But I'm
Also,
scrolling through Variety.
your friend got released, and you own a wrestling company, and you guys are wrestlers. You're not
Yeah,
going to not hire one of your best friends.
yeah. Like if I ditched Justin and did my own podcast and it became successful, and you know the like I made like my own company or something, and I started to hire other people. If Justin's like, hey, that would be something cool, I'm not gonna like not hire him. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say no to my friends. Like if there's a spot for them and if I see they could, succeed in the company, then why not? Why not give them a chance? And then in like a year, if no one cares, and if they feel like, wow, that was stupid, like I need to go do something
Get him,
else, then
get him out of here.
yeah. So
Also, isn't AEW going to be having like a second show eventually?
don't they have a second show?
Well, they're gonna. I thought they were going to have one on TNT. Remember originally they said they were going to say that. Remember that came out earlier in the year.
Oh yeah, maybe. I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
People don't want to have all these guys, and all of a sudden, then one day they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, they're running just the same thing over and over again." So it's like they have to build stuff.
I'm not here to bash the WWE. Yes, I am. But would you consider Variety a pretty big thing?
What do you mean?
Um, like Variety, like the Twitter account. Like when I see a Variety tweet, like something's big. Like
Oh yeah, okay.
so today I saw a tweet and it says, as WWE ratings tumble, McMahon must stop blaming storylines. I didn't click the story because why should I click the story in 2020? Because it's all about the headline. But it made me think, hmm, is this getting into the public? Is this like a big thing? Because I've, for like 6 years or whatever, like I've felt like Vince isn't right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But who am I? So yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Anyways, I think if WWE just signs up every single person that got released, I think they'll be signing too much. I mean, sorry, AEW signing every person that WWE releases. Did I say that right? That I think it'll be too
Okay.
much, but I think they're picking and choosing fine, and they're testing the waters. You got to test stuff, dude. You can't just be like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're not
you can't
testing the
just go to
waters. What are you
everybody.
doing? At least they're trying, right?
I mean, if they wanted to, they could have hired Eric Young, EC3, Heath Slater, Kurt Hawkins, Rusev. Like, I mean, there
And
was like a million people.
Gallows.
Yeah. So like,
But
just give
you
it a
could have brought out
chance.
the whole
Can
squad
we
and be
can
like,
we
oh,
can we give stuff a chance? Like, I know I've probably said like, oh, this is dumb right off the bat before, but like, just give it a
AEW
chance.
hasn't burned me enough to like say I can't give this a chance like WWE. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
yeah, I mean, like with sports coming back, like I don't care as much about wrestling in general, just because there's sports on. But and I care now more than ever. Like I've never cared this much about sports. Like I care a lot about sports, but I've never cared this much. I feel like it's one of those things where, um, like you don't know what you got until it's gone, and just not being able to have like a random like May or June like day game is like, oh man, like I really missed that, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel right now with baseball and whatnot.
Anyways, have fun watching wrestling, dude.
Yeah. The Cubs just got a triple play. I don't know what
All
just
right,
happened.
out of here.
We gotta talk about this. Show replay, Marquee Network. They're not gonna show replay. Wow, what the dude? This Marquee Network. All right. That's it. The podcast. Marquee Network stinks. That's it for the podcast. Talk to you again in the next one.
We're out.